This is an interactive video lesson that will help you to improve the skill of dealing with uncertainty, ambiguity, and risk when developing a business in the CCs. Having this skill means that you are able to move forward even when outcomes are unclear, tell the difference between risk, uncertainty, and confusion, identify what exactly feels uncertain, audience, money, creativity, people, take small steps, manage risk, and recover from setbacks. To develop this skill, we invite you to watch a short animation video, learn how to navigate uncertainty and make informed decisions in the face of risk in a CC's business context, and take a self-test exercise. When you start a creative business, uncertainty appears immediately. You don't know how people will react. You don't know how much you will earn. You don't know which ideas will work and which will not. This is not a mistake. This is not a sign that you are doing something wrong. In creative business, uncertainty is normal. It is not a problem to eliminate, it is a condition to work with. If you wait until everything feels clear and safe, you may never start. Most creative businesses are built while things are still unclear. So, the first important shift is this: instead of asking how do I remove uncertainty, you ask how do I move forward even when I don't know everything? This mindset already reduces fear and gives you more control. Risk and uncertainty are not the same. Let's simplify an important idea. Sometimes you face risk. Sometimes you face uncertainty. Risk means you don't know the exact result, but you can roughly estimate what might happen. For example, you run a workshop again. You sell a service you already offered before. You don't know the exact numbers, but you have experience. Uncertainty is different. It means there is no clear data, no past example, no reliable prediction. For example, you launch a completely new creative format. You combine art and technology in a new way. You enter a new audience or market. In creative business, uncertainty is very common. And that means detailed planning is not always helpful. Sometimes planning gives confidence. Sometimes it only creates stress. The key skill is knowing when planning helps, and when it doesn't. Sometimes the problem is not danger, it is confusion. You receive mixed signals. Some people love your idea, others don't react. One client says yes, another hesitates. Creatively it feels right, financially it feels risky. This is called ambiguity, but you don't need to remember the word. What matters is the experience. Ambiguity means there is no single clear interpretation of what is happening. Many beginners think, if signals are mixed, I must be doing something wrong. Not necessarily. In creative business, mixed signals are normal. Creative work often lives at the edge of what people already know. The goal is not to remove ambiguity, but to learn how to make decisions without waiting for perfect clarity. One hard but freeing truth of creative business is this: nobody really knows in advance what will succeed. Not experts. Not investors. Not curators. Not even very experienced professionals. People often decide emotionally, socially, and unpredictably. That means two important things: failure does not mean lack of talent, and success does not always mean perfect planning. Because of this, creative businesses often grow through trust, relationships, reputation, and repeated small experiments. Instead of asking, is this guaranteed to work? A better question is, how can I test this safely and learn? Uncertainty in creative business is not one big thing. It comes from different areas. Very often, it is about audience uncertainty: will people care? Creative uncertainty: will the idea work in reality? Money uncertainty: will income be stable? People uncertainty: will partners and collaborators deliver? When everything feels scary, it helps to name the uncertainty. Instead of saying everything feels risky, you say I am confident creatively, but unsure about money. Or the idea is clear, but the audience is not. Naming the uncertainty makes it smaller and more manageable. In creative business, waiting for certainty often means waiting forever. That is why many entrepreneurs use a simple logic: start with what you already have. Ask yourself, what skills do I already have? Who do I already know? What resources are already available to me? Instead of risking everything, you take small, affordable steps. You don't ask what is the perfect result, but you ask, what can I try without losing too much? Unexpected things will happen, and that is normal. Instead of fighting surprises, you learn to use them. This way, you don't predict the future, you slowly create it. Not everything is uncertainty. Some things are real risks, and that's okay. In creative business, risks may include unstable income, dependency on one client, technical failures, reputation issues, legal misunderstandings. Risk is not something to panic about. It is something to look at honestly. A simple question helps: if this goes wrong, can I survive it? Not every risk must be avoided. Some risks are worth taking, if you understand them. You don't reduce risk by controlling everything. You reduce risk by being smart. Some simple strategies: test ideas before fully launching, don't rely on only one income source, make agreements clear, keep a small financial buffer, don't grow faster than your energy allows. These steps don't kill creativity. They protect it. When you feel safer, you create better work. Resilience means the ability to continue, even after setbacks. In creative business, resilience is not about being strong all the time. It is about recovering. This includes allowing rest, learning from mistakes, asking for support, staying flexible instead of rigid. Strong creative businesses are built by people who know how to fall, recover, adjust, and continue. Uncertainty does not disappear, but your confidence in handling it grows. You don't need certainty to start or grow a creative business. You need understanding, small steps, and resilience. And these skills can be learned.
Now we invite you to the quiz section, where you can test your knowledge by answering the following questions. Tick the correct answer. Regardless of whether you chose correctly or incorrectly, you will be given an explanation for the answer. Let's begin. That's all for this lesson. Thank you for participating. Follow the program in eStudio to deepen your key skills for entrepreneurship in the cultural and creative sectors. Upon successful completion of the course, you will receive the digital badge Success in CCS I Can Do It.